Hello, my name is Hassan, and today here I am presenting the term project for the software engineering tools class for the term of uh, winter 2025. I'm starting up with my table of contents. In the beginning, I will have my introductions, will be introducing my software requirements, will be discussed later when we get to it. And first major thing will be about the use case diagram. I have made three diagrams for account, group of people, and notification diagrams. For the account use case diagram, I will be going through the diagram purpose, user requirement, functional requirements, and non-functional requirements. And then in the second diagram of the use case will be for a group of people. Also, we will go through the diagram overview, uh, user requirements, functional requirements, and non-functional requirements. And the last diagram for use case will be also going through the same as in the first and second diagram of the use case. Secondly, I will be going through the class diagrams, which also will be a class diagram description and having three different diagrams: account, group of people, notification, class diagram as well. Moving down to the activity model that I will be having here on my enterprise software. We'll go through the description and again three diagrams for three cases like account activity diagrams, group activity diagrams, notification activity diagrams. Moving to our sequence module, which will be including in this package the description of the sequence diagram that will be having three different diagrams for account sequence diagrams, identification, as well as for the group of people. And our other state model will be also having three diagrams: account, group of people, and notification state diagrams. Last but not least, deployment module. We'll also will go through the descriptions, account, deployment diagrams, notification deployment diagrams, and group of people deployment diagram. Here I have my system workflow for the split smart. So we're gonna be having 11 steps for this workflow. I'm going through right now. The user will launch the split. Sorry, the user launches the Split Smart application from a desktop or a mobile device, which integrates the login interface. Second, the login interface allows the user either sign into an existing account or create a new account by providing a username, password, and a valid email address. Third, we will go for the after successful login or registration, the system transitions the user to the user dashboard where personal account data such as profile details, uh, current balance, and expenses history are immediately accessible. Number four, we're gonna have the From the dashboard, the user has the option to create a new group of view, manage existing groups through the group manager panel. And fifth, when creating a group, the user proceeds to three things: enter a group name, define the expenses sharing method, uh, invite other members to join the group by email or username. Well, sixth, once the group is established, the user can optionally link a bank account for easier tracking or tracing and verifications of payments. Well, this process will be including three simple paths: adding a new bank account, reconnecting an existing account, and we'll be having the third one is gonna be editing linked account details. Seventh, with the group and financial setup complete, the user can Bing login expenses, uh, which might be I have A and B for that step, which gonna be group wide, specific to one use. 8, upon saving and expenses, the system evaluates who is affected and uses the notification controller to two steps: A, send real-time alerts and to involved group members; B, notify users of any group name changes, member additions or removal, or new software updates. 9, the user can visit the notification center at any time to view a history of all alerts and updates triggered by their own or other member activities. All these interactions are governed by a clearly defined system states, sequence flows, and user actions. As modeled in the UML diagrams, using case, activity, sequence diagrams, class, and state diagram. 11, last but not least, the workflow flow is designed to be intuitive, modular, and secure, allowing seamless interactions between accounts, groups, and notification components. Um, so for the software requirements, um, we are going through that now. SplitSmart is an intuitive and user-centered expenses sharing software designed to simplify the management of shared financial responsible among individual or groups, whether roommates splitting rents and utilities, friends planning to a trip, for example, or friends, colleges managing joint purchase. SplitSmart streamlines the process by allowing users to track, divide, and settle expenses in a structured and transparent way. Each user has a personalized account to provide a secure access to their expenses history. Balance history. Balance summaries and group involvement The platform also supports comprehensive group management feature, enabling user to create new group, assign member, define uh, expenses sharing rules, and even link bank accounts for seamless financial tracking to enhance the communication and accountability. So, Split Smart includes a built-in notification system that alerts users in real time when group expense are added. Members are updated to ensure changes occur, designed with ease of use, flexibility, and collaborating in mind, while Smart offers a complete solution for managing shared expenses in everyday life. Starting with the use case model, uh, of the first one I will be having for the account use case diagram, and going through its description. Um, so actually, this diagram we have here, we have users and all the use cases will be connected going now through it. So the diagram represent user and account management process in the Split Smart application. It includes a comprehensive of 15 and a plus use cases to demonstrate how users interact with system register, login, recover their accounts, and access their personal financial dashboard. The use case reflect both stands exponential flows users may be experienced while using accounts. So the um, user requirements, each individual using Split Smart uh, system will uh, most be equipped with personal accounts. This account allows them to securely access their personal dashboard, which includes their expenses, history, and current balance details access to these. The functional requirements for a user must be able to launch and interact with the login interface. From the login interface, user will be going can either initiate account registration or um authorizing using existing credential. The system must present credential if user uh, forget the credential or login. They will most be able to initiate password recovery using their email address. Upon the successful login, the system must load the user dashboard with which provide access to user profile data, expenses, history, current balance overview. Um, the non-functional requirements um, will be the user interface and most clear, representative, and easy negative navigate across all devices. Splossmar must integrate strong security protocols, including um, encrypted password storage, secure login, and protection against unauthorized access. The application must um, exhibit high system reliability, ensuring that user can access their accounts with minimal interruption of or downtime. Downtime. Sorry. The system must be designed for scalability and efficient handling, increased use, uh, and large volume data without components performance. The platform used be must be balanced, accessible to all users, including those with disabilities. This includes support 3 things: screen readers, full keyboards, and compliance recognized here in our going through the diagrams for it. And going down here to our group uh, of people use case. Uh, so this section focuses on managing groups, creating one, adding, removing members, setting how expenses are shared, and linking bank accounts. For example, you can uh, choose whether the group splits costs equally or by custom shared. Or, for example, another example, a group of admin can add, remove someone who left the trip group, for example. Um, Going down to our, and that's the completed image connected to this one. And this is the diagram overview for as well. I have the user requirements, functional requirements, um, non-functional requirements for as well. Moving down to our last use case diagram, uh, which is um, the notification. So here I modeled how the system keeps user informed when group events happen, like a new expense, a name change, or a software update. For example, if a group member logs a dinner bill, the other receives a notification right away. And again, this is the overview of the diagram. I have 15 to 20 use cases and the user requirements for it, and I have the functional requirements for it as well. I listed up here. Uh, well, Professor Case can review it. Uh, I'm not gonna go through it on the YouTube on the video because it will be longer than 30 minutes. Um, Moving to our other model, which is class model, and its diagram. The description for this diagram is right here, and I have my first diagram, account class diagram. Well, a class diagram shows the system's structure, its components, their data, attributes, and what they can do in the methods. For example, the login interface class has a method like trigger login process and activities uh, diagrams I will be having here. One second. This is the class. And again, I have sorry, I have the group of people class diagram as well here. So this is another diagram for uh, class model which I made for a group of people. So technically in this one, we'll be having um yeah, I'll be having the group interface panel again. I have the attributes and connected to the new group, a group viewer, a group data manager. Moving down uh, to the last diagram of the class model, which is the notification. Notification controller will be having participants, change notifier, and uh, updates, updates, updated notifier, as well as for the group name, change notifier, and expenses. Alert manager will be all going to notification log system. Going to our other model, which is the activity diagram, and the activity diagram is based on flowchart used to alert the sequence and progression activity within the system or process. So again, I made three diagrams, one for account activity diagrams, which we have here, going deep explaining the activity diagram for like in general, the activity diagram are like a flow chart. They show how tasks flow in the system, like how user log in or edit a group. For example, in the login activity diagram, you will see here paths, ways. You will see ways for both incorrect, correct and incorrect passwords. Another example in the group activity down here in my other activity over here, group activity for yeah a group of people activity is right here. Um, I'll have the users can switch between creating a group and linking a bank account, as you see in the diagram over here. And this is the last uh, diagram of the activity model that I had for it. Um, and now moving down to my sequence model, which has also, well, let's take let's take like a quick description about the sequence diagram. Sequence diagram, the three diagrams I made for sequence will be showing how objects in the system will talk to teach other over time. It's like watching the system conversation, technically. So, for example, in my first diagram of the sequence here in the account sequence diagram, the user sends login a login request to the login interface, okay, and then which then violate and load the dashboard for right here. And another example in my second diagram for the sequence diagram, I have, for example, here the user will be sending login request to login interface again. Uh, a user, I'm sorry. So for again, where is it? No, that's the account. Oh, that's the notification. I'm sorry. So um, here for the group of people sequence. So again, for example, the user will the user interface and sends a request to a group data manager. Okay, and to fetish group details. Um, Here we have another model, which is for the state model. I have also designed or created three diagrams for account state diagram, a group state diagram, and notification state diagram. So these three diagrams show the different states an object can be in. For example, a user can be in, logged out, or resetting the password state. For example, a group of membership, a group membership can go to requested, verified, confirmed, or rejected. Right here. Yep. So the software update the state, uh, that can go from check-in to found or not found, which is as we see over here. Yep, existing, not and new group, and then we'll take you to check member availability, member found, membership confirmed, or member not found and will be denied, and final. Same for the notification, verifying software updates, update available, display update notification, no update, end. And I have my deployment. Um, I have here my deployment class, the last one, which also I have made three diagrams for account deployment diagram, and that will be having two devices for the application, server and user workstation, using account management software, and notification deployment diagram will be as well as two devices, a mobile device for the user and desktop device for the user will be using both notification delivery model. And lastly, uh, the group of people deployment diagram will be having two devices as well, user desktop device, user mobile device, manage group going, I mean both of them going to use the manage group. Here are, here is um, my whole uh, software that I have made with the diagrams and everything. I have my activity, expanding it. I have my account. Sorry, open. So be having the account activity, and here I have a group of people activity, and here I will have notification um, activity diagram. Closing the diagram, I mean underneath it, as you see, the all the blown elements of it. For the deployment, I also have curated uh, uh, the three diagrams for account diagrams and deployment diagrams, and here for the notification one, and here for the group of people. And for my sequence, I also have created three diagrams, one of them for the account sequence diagram, the other one group of people, the last one for notification. Closing them, going to the state model. I have my account state diagram, I have my group state, group of people state diagram, and I just explained it over in the presentation earlier. Lastly, I have my third and final notification state diagram. So, and for the use case, as we see here, we have three of them, and the class diagrams. I have one of them is right here, is the class method for it, and the class model for the group of people as well, right up in here, and these classes for it, and all the elements and the users. And thank you, and I hope that was clear and obvious and well explained.